After spending 3.5 years travelling around Australia in our self-converted 4x4 Sprinter van, the time has come for new adventures. We had an absolutely wonderful time seeing so much of Australia, and living in a van taught us a new way to live. We learned to live with less and to value experiences over things. In this video, Nigel heads back to work in Saudi Arabia, and I said farewell to the van as it went for adventures with its new owners. Then I fly overseas myself to spend some time revisiting my former home city and spending time with my son before Nigel and I reunite in yet another location. So a big part of the next stage of our journey, obviously moving overseas, is what we can take with us. We each have one main bag that we're going to be taking with us, which are these Kathmandu bags. That's Nigel's one. And then we've packed everything into this second suitcase, which I'm going to take to London and leave with my son while we're getting ourselves organised.
This suitcase I used when I was working in Europe in the 90s. And as good as it is, it's kind of falling apart, the wheels are falling apart. And we can't quite fit everything we want, so we're going to see if we can fit everything plus other stuff into this one.
I think that one's going to be bigger, Nige.
This one or this one?
That one.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping, yeah.
Let's see.
Alright, let's see how we go.
Yeah, see.
Still got to get my rompers in.
It's not going to work, Nigel.
Yes, it is. It'll work. It'll work. Have faith. It's either the Omnia or my rompers. I know what you're going to say.
Banana cake or rompers?
Come on. It's only got to get to London.
Nigel, you should put your rompers in there.
What have I got here? I've got a whole bunch of knicky-knacky things. Plastic clacky bags. They come in here. No.
What the hell?
It's just bags. You know me.
Nigel and his bags.
Yeah, right, the rompers are going back in. Woohoo! Go the rompers! Life is good
When you've got rompers.
when you have rompers. It's a romper pocket.
Oh, I have to take this bag. Poor me.
Oh well, what a ride. On the 9th of May, Sue dropped me at Brisbane International Airport to start the long haul back to Saudi Arabia for work. Yeah, kind of emotional. I've lost words now. Right, we're going to check in and contemplate. There was certainly plenty for me to contemplate as I set off for Riyadh. It dawned on me that the next time I would be reunited with Sue, it would not be in Australia. Anyhow, first stop Doha, and after a 14-hour leg, the long-haul flight is somewhat tempered by the fact you get to hang out in the top-rated airport in the world. Upon arriving in country, I was immediately flown up to Tabuk, as I was assigned to fly one of 4 helicopters back to Riyadh. For the most part, it is an arduous 7-hour ferry flight, but what I wasn't prepared for was the stunning scenery approximately 50 miles south of Tabuk. Just incredible. The last part of the trip normally has you flying into the haze of Riyadh. Now you might think the haze to be pollution, but it is in fact mostly dust stirred up by the wind. Since arriving back in Riyadh, there's not been too much in the way of flight operations, given that we're into the Northern Hemisphere summer and it gets super hot here. During this hot period though, it's a good opportunity to take care of recurrent training, and recently I found myself involved in an external load training exercise. Okay friends, that's it from me for now. But just before I go, I'll leave you with a neat little interaction I had with staff at a nearby supermarket before I hand you back over to Sue.
Right, so I'm in
the
supermarket and the boys have offered me some breakfast. Shukran.
Welcome, sir.
What have we got? We got, what's this?
Full
So
top.
it's all vegetarian or is meat? Is it egg?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yum, I'll have some egg. Thank you. So a bit of the bread and we try some egg.
So fantastic, brother.
Is it good?
Yeah.
There we go.
Delicious, right?
Alrighty friends, this is it. Time to say farewell to the man cave. Bye man cave. I'm going to the airport. Got my massive bag and my not so massive bag. Time to go. Alright, let's do it, Nick. 21.7. Laughing. Put that one on and see how much that one is. Probably only 15. What did I say?
Look at that.
15. All right. The bags are on their way. And now I'm at my favourite place, except I have to say goodbye to this big spunk. Look at this son of mine.
That's me.
What a man.
What a man.
All right, darling.
Alrighty.
So I'm through immigration, making my way now to the bar. Flying Cafe today. First time in a long time. It's after midnight. I'm very tired. I didn't get my row to myself. Might have a seat next to me though. We shall see. The plane's looking pretty full. After a long flight with a 6-hour stopover in Hong Kong, I arrived in London 28 hours later. Finally, after all these hours, I'm in the hotel and all I want to do is lie flat and have a shower in the opposite order. Welcome to London. Here we are, Piccadilly Circus. I spent a couple of weeks in London waiting for Nigel. I got to hang out with my son, and even though I've previously lived in London for 5 years, a long time ago, it was really fun playing tourist in this amazing city. There's lots of flashing lights up there.
Yeah.
We headed up towards Buckingham Palace, and you wouldn't believe who we saw. I think we might be about to see the King. Out come all the motorbikes. We can't see them. Okay, I guess technically we didn't see the King, but it was his car at least, with him in it. So there's a big police presence around today and all the barriers up and everything. And we just found out that earlier today they had a rehearsal for the Trooping of the Colour for the King's birthday, which is next weekend. Look kids, Big Ben, Houses of Parliament. So the London Eye wasn't even there when I lived in London. Luke was telling me it's very expensive to go on it. £1 for a pea. We are sitting here in Russell Square Gardens having lunch, and Luke has just introduced me to, I think this is brilliant. It's called the meal deal. So it is a sandwich, or you said they have like salads or little pastas.
Salads
and
and
stuff.
pastas, wraps.
What did you get?
I got a southern fried chicken wrap.
Chicken wrap, a bag of crisps, and look, I got Beck's on mine, the legendary.
Or you can get like a chocolate bar. I got some Pringles. Chocolate bar. I think you
And
can
a
get
drink.
A fried egg.
A fried egg.
Yeah. For a boiled egg. Not a fried egg, a boiled egg.
Nigel would love that. He loves his hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah, you just get them in like a little plastic container.
That's so cool.
To have on the go.
And then a drink. I got like a super smoothie,
Orangina.
all for £3.50, which is like $7 Australian. It's quite good.
It's great.
It's called the meal deal, and I will be eating it for lunch every day, I think. You need to line up to get into the British Museum nowadays. We checked out all of the antiquities from ancient Greece, and we also checked out some of the stuff from ancient Egypt, but sadly we weren't able to get in to see the mummies. They were being cleaned or something. Okay, we are at King's Cross Station. It's going to be somewhere between those two. Platforms 9 to 10. Well, there's clearly a lot of bloody wizards and witches here today lining up to go through platform 9 3/4. Security man just told us the line is more than an hour.
Yeah, I'd say like a minute or two for photos.
This whole area reminds me of the streets in Harry Potter near the Ministry of Magic, so we've got to find out where that street
It's
is.
probably somewhere.
Yeah, totally. Here, the King's Head. This is the pub that I used to work at 32 years ago. So the pub's changed a lot. So here we are having another neck oil. Beer is called neck oil. Luke was just telling me that's British slang for beer. I never knew that. Luke works as a bar manager at a popular cocktail bar. He wanted me to come visit him and work, and I got him to make me my favourite cocktail, the Porn Star Martini. So this is the old bell, built in the 1670s. Real ale and craft beers. Let's do it. So cute. So we're having a traditional English ale, the kind of which, you know, English warm beer. It's not cold, it's not fizzy.
If it's up, I might make a comment, but I'm not going to go straight away yet. But
Tasty, interesting. So we're in Fleet Street and we went to one of the oldest pubs, and then here's the narrowest frontage pub in London, the old Cock, which dates back from the 17th century. Standing on the train station, making my way out to a house sit where I'm going to be for the next 5 days, looking after a cute little pussycat. Friends, I am currently at a house sit here in London. It's a gorgeous little house. Well, it's a flat, actually. So these people have a gorgeous backyard with a deck. I'm loving it. And earlier this morning, I saw a squirrel running along the fence there. That was so cool. There is a cat here. Can't say she's terribly friendly, but we're getting there. This is my 3rd day here, and she's kind of coming around a little bit today, so. It's Cat's favourite game. Oh, no, she's had enough. Look, the squirrel. Oh my God, he's here in the backyard. Looks like he's got a broken tail. Look at the squirrel. Hey, you, get out of there. So I'm just leaving my son Luke's place. This is a very typical, you know, London suburban street. East London here. I've got to say, I'm getting pretty sick and tired of dragging this frickin' bag around with me. Anyway, so I'm going off to another house sit today. One that I got absolutely last minute. Looking after a cute little chihuahua. So I'm really excited about that. So that's down in Brighton. I'm going down there for 4 nights. So lots of moving around. I really miss having a van. And of course, I can't carry all this food with me everywhere I go, so I have to keep stocking up each time I get to a new place. This is my gorgeous dog that I'm looking after this week. And look at this beautiful day. He's taken me for a walk. He knows where we're going. Look at this dog, will you? I'm trying to work. Every time I try and type, he puts his paw up on my hand. You, Charlie. Look, he doesn't want me to work. Watch. So I'm finally getting to go for my trip to Brighton. Walking up to catch the bus. How cool is this? Brighton Pier, the Pebbly Beach. So awesome. So I'm just about to go out onto the pier, and here's the tip. Come on a weekday and you don't have to pay. So if you come on the weekend, it costs £1 to go out on the pier. I was going to come yesterday and I didn't because I thought it would be super crowded. Not only did I miss the crowds, I saved £1. And this is as literally as touristy as it gets here in the UK. But I'm totally going to go and sit on that beach and eat some chips. It's beautiful.
The old me came to town, and I sat beside him at a seaside bar. Slipping through his hands was your photograph.
After my house sit in Brighton, I had a bit more time for sightseeing, so I went in search of punks in Camden. Sadly, I didn't find any. Someone's having fun. I may not have found a punk, but I found a hippie. This is what's crazy about London. You've got this beautiful old architecture and these weird ass buildings like that. I mean, what the hell? This is the monument. All about the Great Fire of London in 1666. It's very cool. So you can go up the monument. It costs just £6. I'd want to hope there was a lift. I'm not going to do that today. People often mistake this bridge as London Bridge, but it's not. I'm actually standing on London Bridge, and this ornate bridge is Tower Bridge. London Bridge itself is pretty nondescript. Trying to find the best place to take a photo of Tower Bridge. There's always stuff in the way. So that's the Tower Bridge. This here is the Tower of London. Crown jewels are there. Lots of people lost their heads there. Now, don't quote me, but I think from memory this is like some of the oldest buildings in London. The oldest part is the White Tower in there, which dates from William the Conqueror in the 1070s, so the 11th century, which makes it almost 1,000 years old. That's nuts. It then became a royal palace. Lots of royals stayed here, Elizabeth I, and then a prison. So Anne Boleyn, wife of Henry VIII, was executed here, and the last execution took place in 1780. So I'm at my third of 3 house sits today. Now this is a wonderful way to save money. This cat that I'm house sitting at the moment is down there looking at the camera. I wonder if he's going to come up here and say hello. He's really cute. I've done 3 house sits now. So the first was with a cat, then I had a little chihuahua, and now I've had another cat. Actually, I had a bit of drama in the middle because the house sit that I was meant to be going to actually cancelled the day that I was meant to be going there. The poor fellow broke his leg, apparently, the day before, so wasn't able to travel. I basically come and stay in people's homes, look after their animals, and just have kind of free run of the house. Obviously, it saves me staying in Airbnbs. The Airbnbs that I've been staying in have been about $100 a night, and they're basically just a room in someone's home. Sharing a bathroom, not ideal, but that's just kind of what it is. Here I am in London, and I just wanted to show you a little bit about the sort of places I've been staying in. So I've stayed in 3 Airbnbs and 1 hotel and 3 house sits. This is the final Airbnb I'm in, and I've just got this room. As you can see, it's not very big. The bed just fits crossways. I've got a little bit of space here, chest of drawers, a cupboard, and a desk. The bathroom is down the hall. It's not the cleanest. And this cost me about 130 Australian dollars a night. Well, I've packed my bag. I'm about to head to the airport.
Hey friends, so today is the last day of my tour, And because it's so stinking hot here in Riyadh, 45 degrees at the moment, windy, I think it'd be rude not to sneak in one last swim before getting packed up. And I'm so looking forward to getting on the plane, heading to...
Join us next week to find out just where we are meeting up as we go shopping for a new van.